Crown Lands representatives in negotiations with Barkandji Corporation have come to an agreement for a new ILUA over Whitecliffs. This ILUA may have unintended consequences in determining the fate of over 42% of the state, making up the entire far west New South Wales. As of the 1st of December 2021, there is now a new native title land claim over Broken Hill, Silverton, Milparinka, Packsaddle and Tibooburra. Does the Barkandji ILUA set the precedent for all homes and businesses on Crown licences and leases in the far west of the state? Will everyone in the far west on a lease or licence have to sign an ILUA with clauses such as native title holders to have first right of refusal of property purchases at market value, along with other conditions that are confidential? The community of Whitecliffs would be the first to have such conditions imposed over the use of their underground homes. It was believed that these changes were exclusive to Whitecliffs dugouts. However, extensive research by locals and a recent ABC Broken Hill interview with Michael Ramali, Executive Director of Aboriginal Land Strategy, has revealed they may like to extend to pastoral leases, miners and local freehold businesses should this precedent be set.
For commercial businesses, whether somebody there owns the store or the underground motel or the local hotel, does that apply to them as well?
That applies to them as well.
Are there other communities in New South Wales in the same situation as Whitecliff?
There are, or there may be.
Is there a clause in there that if they wanted to leave that property or on-sell that property to family members, can they do that, or is it still got to go firstly to the Barkandji Group?
Again, it's my understanding that the Barkandji would like to have first right of refusal. But just thinking through the licence arrangements, the granting of that would just provide access to the land. Could it be passed on? Again, the Barkandji would like to have first right of refusal to that in terms of the sale. Freehold would extinguish native title, and that wasn't acceptable to Barkandji.
The community have been fighting for the promised freehold title since the 1990s, and in 2004, due to a High Court of Australia decision that enabled New South Wales Government to form the view that native title in these lands has been extinguished. Subsequent offers of freehold by the New South Wales Government were given to residents until 2015. Somewhere since this time, the people of Whitecliffs, by admission, have found themselves outside of negotiations, neglected, and left with no rights. According to Lindsay White, a local long-term Whitecliffs resident and dugout holder, has stated, "No one has spoken to us about what was going on. All the time, money and soul I have put into building my underground home here in Whitecliffs can be taken from under me. We have a connection to this place too, but no one wants to hear about that." Everyone in the town is pleading to the Attorney General not to sign this ILUA until he knows how it will affect all of Western New South Wales. The Royal Flying Doctor Service has been in overdrive with helping us through this mentally stressful time. This town will not be the same after something like this takes place. Locals are working around the clock to try and catch up with understanding their rights and the implications of this decision. There are too many questions. Does the state government have a hidden agenda? It is believed signing this ILUA may reduce the amount of compensation they have to pay the Barkandji Corporation. So is the state government forcing residents of Whitecliffs and the Far West to bear the financial and emotional cost of past government's decisions by losing their communities? Without knowing the hidden clauses in this ILUA, will this set a precedent for all other native title claims across New South Wales? It is believed there are around 54,000 Crown land leases and licences. And will other people's homes or businesses be subject to the same conditions in the future? The decision is now up to Attorney General Mark Speakman to listen to the people and send the ILUA back to be reassessed with only days to go.